Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we have another project. I already have so many of them, but picked up this $50 Giant Sedona. I would say it's a comfort bike, and woman's because the sloped frame. So this thing's gonna need a lot of work. So let's see if we can fix it. So overall, this bike is in pretty good condition. It has some wear and tear on the frame, like you see that right there. It's not really a big deal, but it's got some rust right here and some scratches, but other than that the frame's in pretty good condition. No cracks, no dents. This thing is gonna need a lot of work, so bear with me. This project, I'll be leading you guys step by step what I'm going to be doing and how I'm going to be doing it, and it's going to be split up into 3 different videos, probably part 1, part 2, and part 3. I don't know yet, it just depends on how things go. So I'm just going to do a little walkthrough review of the bike, what it needs. So basically let's start off with the seat. The seat's pretty, I wouldn't say it's good, and I wouldn't say it's bad. It's right in the middle. It looks like it's already all like, the color of it is already all just burned out from the sun, and I would not put this seat here. I'll probably take it off, put a different one on. It just doesn't look nice. The chain is really rusty. Look at that. No movement. It's just so rusty, like it's just like that. So we're gonna need a new chain. The cassette, it's not bad. Has a little rust, but that can be cleaned. All these cables probably need to be replaced. Look at that, they're all cracking, just all corroded. Look at this spot right here. The cable literally is it's corroded so bad that it ripped, and all those wirings from the inside just popped out. And look at that, it's cracking. It's probably was sitting in the sun for a long time, so it started cracking from the heat. Handlebar has a little surface rust, but that can be touched up with some sandpaper. This thing is gonna need new shifters. These shifters are completely goners. Don't show no numbers, no nothing. It's cracked and they don't even shift. That side, it's gonna need new shifters for sure. This thing doesn't even have, like, it's stripped inside. The brake handles, the brake levers, I mean, are pretty good. I'm not gonna really mess with those. I'll just keep them there. But the tires are gonna need to be replaced. Look at that, it's already ripping up, wearing out. The front one's not bad. The front one still has some life in it. Has some thread, but I'm just gonna have to change out the back one or both of them to match them up. But this is gonna need, obviously, it's gonna need probably new cables for front and back shifters, brake cables, probably new brake cables, and but other than that, it's gonna be a pretty fun project. So we're gonna fix it up and yeah, see if it sells good. So alright, so I forgot to mention the front and back rim, they're both warped, bent. This one has a broken spoke, so I have a replacement for the front, but I don't have a replacement for the back, so that might hold up the project because I would have to find a new wheel. So yeah, so I'm just gonna show you guys a little update on the shack. We got a couple BMX bikes. We got this one, the white one, that orange one, and then we got one in the back. My dad got him. He messes around with him. I honestly don't like playing around with him because it's Walmart junk and it's super hard to work with. Like, look at this. Brake seized totally. Like, look at this. And what are you supposed to do? You have to take apart that whole system right here and then thread in, like, honestly, such a waste of time. Anyways, this thing is a beast. my dad picked it up for 250 bucks. I think it's like 2016 Fuji Robax or Robe. Full Shimano Sora components, but this thing is like mint condition. I mean, for 250 bucks, that's just a steal. Let me know down in the comments if you want me to do a video on that. I'll do a video, but it's my dad's bike, so I don't know what he's gonna think about it. But he bought it for himself to ride around, because I got into group rides, and now he wants to ride. So yeah, 250 bucks. I think that's a steal. The cruiser bike, I know I said that I'm gonna be doing 80cc 2-stroke engine build on this thing, but that video probably won't be out in the next couple of weeks because I just have so much other projects. Oh, and I just remembered, we still have this bad boy, the wheelie bike, or should I say just the project bike. This thing just fully, it needs just so much work and it takes so much time. This is probably gonna hold off. I posted the first video. It's gonna hold off because I got this bike, and I think this bike is just gonna be more interesting and more better, more easier to work with, because Giant, I don't know, I just want to work with this one first and then probably go on to that one. So let's go ahead and start with the video finally. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fully strip it down, take the wheels off, take the chain off, take the handlebar off, shifters, brake lever, seat. I'm just gonna take it down to like the bare frame, and I'm gonna put it on time lapse so that not wasting any of your time. So I'm just gonna put it on time lapse so that it goes by quicker. So yeah, let's get started. So she is fully stripped down. The only thing I need is to take the handlebar off, but that's not really a big deal. We got everything else off. All the cables, everything's out of there. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna first find wheels, and then we're gonna build up from there. So before we do anything, I just wanted to mention something. I found something on the frame, and I just want to tell all you guys who are watching this video, if you go buy a used bike from Craigslist, OfferUp, wherever, any marketplace, make sure you examine the whole bike frame, because you could come and just from the distance be like, oh, this bike's in excellent condition. Then once you get home and you get a better look at it, you see dents, cracks, and stuff like that. But I'm not saying that's on this bike, but I just want to point something out that I found and I didn't really pay attention to. But if you go in here, right here, right there, you see paint chipping. It's not a big deal, it's closed off, but still, paint chipping, it's pretty big deal, because when it gets really bad, then it could affect your frame. But paint chipping, it's not like I said, it's not really a big deal. But I mean, if you really want a nice bike, you don't want paint chipping. But I mean, this stuff, this just paint marks. But other than that, there's no cracks, no dents. So let's just skip. Don't listen to me anymore. I'm just joking. You have to listen to that info. So first, I have all the parts laid out that I took off. The shifters, I just tossed them, if you guys could see in the time lapse. The wheels, seat, brake levers. The cables on the brake levers, the front one is good, but the back one needs a new one because it's short. So, and all outer housing needs to be replaced. And I have, I think, 100 feet of it right there. 100 feet, or I think it's 50 feet of cable housing, and yeah, and regular cables. But yeah, we're gonna do that. But for part 1, which is this video, what we're gonna do is put the wheels on, sand down the handlebar, get a new seat, put a chain on, and then part 2 is probably gonna be putting new cables, cable housing, new shifters. So just want to let you know. So yeah, let's continue the project. So I did find the front rim really straight, really clean, smooth, but the problem is I don't have a back wheel, and that's gonna hold up this project and the videos. So now I'm gonna have to hold that wheel off and just work on everything else, and I'll probably find a wheel by part 2 or part 3. So just gonna have to put the front one on. So anyways, so what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna put the front one on, and yeah, I'm gonna put the front one on, and then I'm gonna, first we have to take the handlebar, I cannot talk today, handlebar off and sandpaper it down, and then we can put it back on, put the front wheel on, and then we can put the brake handles on and adjust the brakes, get all that adjusted, and then I'm gonna have to order some shifters tonight so that those come, you know, in the next couple of days. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that, and yeah, let's get started. Alright, so I got the handlebar off, and I'm just gonna sand it down. I'm not gonna put any paint on it, I think. Let me see if I have another handlebar in the shed. Maybe I have some spare, but there's the set screws that hold this down, they're rusty, so I'm gonna replace that too. So let me go see if I have another handlebar that's not all raggedy like this, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I did find another handlebar, and this one's in way better condition than the other one. It has some like small spots, but it's better. I could touch this up, but this one, it's exactly the same as that one, except this has some Schwinn sticker, but that can come off. But yeah, I'm gonna put this one on, and let's go ahead and I'll take care of the set screws actually right now when I put it on, so that I don't have to worry about it later. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so I got one of the set screws off. See if I can focus. Anyway, it's kind of hard to focus, but it's really rusty, so what might do, probably just sand off the top and then just spray paint it with black. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put it back in so we can get the handlebar on. And yeah, I'll put it on time lapse of me putting the handlebar on. Alright, so I got the handlebar on. So next I'm gonna put on the brake levers and take the outer housing off so I can put a new one on. And yeah, so brake levers, and then I'm gonna do the front. Actually, let's go ahead and do the front wheel first, because I told you guys I'll do that after putting on the handlebar. So let's go ahead and do that first. Alright, so for the wheels, I found these nice street tires, and I think it would look really nice on this Giant. So, really nice, pretty good shape. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and put that on the front one and get that on. Alright, so I got that front wheel on. The tire came out really nice on it. So let's go ahead and do the brake levers. And for this video, what I'm probably gonna do is, I don't want to make this video too long because I don't know, I just think that people don't want to watch long videos. I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but what I'm gonna do for this video, part one, I'm gonna do the what are they called? The brake levers. Then I was thinking of putting a new rear derailleur because this thing doesn't have no name brand, nothing. It's just so crusty and really cheap looking. So new derailleur, and then I'm just gonna clean it up with a rag, and then everything else we'll throw into part two. So yeah, let's go ahead and finish this thing up. So yeah, let's go ahead and take this derailleur off. And I think I have some nice SRAM derailleurs back here, but I don't like the SRAM derailleurs because they don't have the barrel adjuster, so you can't tighten the cable. And I don't even know why they make them, because the only way you can tighten the cable is through the shifter in the front. So I don't know, we'll see. We're gonna have to look through the box of parts we have. So just give me a second, I'll bring the camera over and show you guys what I have. Screw this in. Alright, so this one, I don't even know, but this one just looks really crusty and cheap, and you can't have this kind of derailleur on a Giant. You have to have something nice. So let me just throw that in. So here's the first bin. I have two of them. So I was thinking putting like a Shimano Tourney. It's not. They're pretty nice. I wouldn't say they're bad, but we got a bunch of these Shimano Tourneys in here. We got this nice SRAM X4. Yeah, I have a bunch of SRAMs in here. I got a 4.0. Cheap Shimano SIS, like really cheap. Another SRAM 1.0, I think. And I think that's it. Then I have this one. I have a bunch of these really cheap Shimano ones. Did have an option of, I have found this one, nice Shimano STX, but the problem with this is, check this out, sticker's coming off. So now it's like, I mean, I know it's Shimano STX, but it's like just gonna be a blank looking derailleur. Yeah, all of these are Shimano SIS and regular Shimano ones. So I don't know. I think this is a 8-speed. I don't even know. I don't know. Oh, let me see how this looks if I take this off. Should have just kept the STX on there. You can see the TX, but still, I don't know. We'll see. It's either this one or the Shimano Tourney. I'm probably gonna go with the Tourney. These things are pretty good. Let's see which one's better, this one or that one. Yeah, I'll probably go with this one. So yeah, let's go ahead and put this back in. Alright, so this thing already has this thing that screws into the frame, so I'm probably just gonna take this one out and put it in that bin with all the derailleurs so that it doesn't get lost. So let's go ahead and do that. This thing's pretty dirty and stuff, but I could get this rag right here clean it up, this thing would look really nice though. Because I mean, honestly, I think that's disrespect. You know, putting something cheap on a Giant. I mean, Giants are really good bikes. Giants are really good, really well built, and I don't think it deserves something cheap like a Shimano SIS or who knows what was on there. So Tourney I think is pretty good, and this one looks like a newer one because it just has Tourney. If it has the label Shimano on it, then usually those are the old ones, but this one is just Tourney on it, so I think it's probably like a newer one. But so let's see how this goes in here. Not too tight, but I think it looks really nice on here. I think all of you who are watching probably agreed with my decision. But alright, so we got the derailleur on. So now what's left is brake levers, and I think that's it for this video. So let's go ahead and do that to wrap things up. I'm gonna put you guys on time lapse for this one. So got them on there. So I'm not gonna take the outer housing off. I'll leave that for part 2 because might as well just take it off because you'll just put new ones right away. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today's video. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that subscribe button right now if you want to see more builds like this. Trust me, I get a lot of bikes that need work like this, and I can make those videos for you if you're really interested. So make sure you subscribe today and like this video and comment if you have any questions. I'll be glad to answer them for you. And yeah, I've been doing this for a long time, building bikes, fixing them and selling them. I think I'm going into year 6 years of experience. But I might look young to you guys. You guys are probably thinking, oh, young kid, what does he know? But trust me, you know, I'm young, but I know what I'm doing. So I'm also getting myself sucked into working with jet skis. Yeah, I have a jet ski, so I don't know. I do everything. So if you want me to do a video, you know, if you want to recommend something, just drop that down at the comment section. And yeah, I'll see you guys in part 2.